Good evening. I'm Christy Meyer, Senior Director for Special Programs and Student Development in the Honors College here at UTSA, and proud President of UTSA's chapter of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. Today we celebrate excellence, and we are honored that you have joined us for this celebration, even in these unusual circumstances. So to our initiates and their families, I want to extend a very special welcome and congratulations. You should all be extremely proud of your academic achievements, as we are proud that you have accepted our invitation to join our chapter. Today, we gather as a community to recognize academic excellence as embodied by today's initiates of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. We are proud that each of you has chosen to become part of our century-old community of scholars and professionals who have distinguished themselves in positions of leadership and whose careers have been characterized by achievement. Members of Phi Kappa Phi have served in the White House, the U.S. Congress, and the Supreme Court of the United States. Some have won Nobel Prizes, Pulitzer Prizes, and numerous other national and international awards. A few have written best-selling novels, and at least one has traveled into space. But most members of Phi Kappa Phi do something just as important as all of these. They use their intellect to make a difference in the communities where they live and work every day. In choosing to accept our chapter's invitation to membership, you will become part of a much broader community of accomplished individuals from across the nation, all of whom have been recognized for their academic achievement and all of whom share a common love of learning. But now, please allow us to take a moment and take care of one small operational detail before we continue. Most of our chapter officers were installed this past spring, but just this semester we selected a new president-elect and new vice president of communications. So we will now recognize Jessica Dawson, who is the Assistant Director of Leadership and Volunteer Services, and Christina Reyna, who is a graduate student majoring in Higher Education Administration here at UTSA's College of Education and Human Development. We'll now take a moment to administer the oath of office. I promise faithfully to perform the responsibilities assigned to me in my chapter office and pledge that I shall support the chapter activities designed to recognize and to promote academic excellence on this campus. Congratulations, Jessica and Christina. You are now a duly installed officer of Phi Kappa Phi, chapter number 317. So that initiates and guests might have a clearer sense of what it means to be a member of Phi Kappa Phi, I now yield the floor to Jessica Dawson, our chapter president-elect, who will help explain our society's core values and missions.
The Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi's core values are conveyed in its motto, "Let the love of learning rule humanity." These values are further explained by the Society's mission statement, to recognize and promote academic excellence in all fields of higher education and to engage the community of scholars in service to others. As the first part of the mission statement indicates, we seek to recognize academic and scholarly excellence wherever it can be identified. As such, Phi Kappa Phi does not limit membership to those who have studied one particular discipline, nor do we limit membership to those from traditional arts and sciences. Rather, Phi Kappa Phi embraces the love of learning in all intellectual domains and, as such, elects to membership from all academic branches of the university. There are, however, conditions placed on membership to the society, conditions that address a candidate's dedication to the academic achievement. First, candidates must be of sound character. Membership of Phi Kappa Phi is not extended to any individual known to have violated principles of academic integrity. Second, candidates must be persistent in the pursuit of learning. Membership to the society is exclusive to undergraduates who have attained advanced standing, that is, juniors and seniors, and those who have proven their academic persistence by having already earned a bachelor's degree, that is, graduate students. Third, candidates must have demonstrated a commitment to the chapter's host institution. Phi Kappa Phi invites only those students who have completed at least 30 academic credit hours at UTSA. Finally, candidates must have pursued an academic studies with distinction. To earn an invitation to membership, juniors must have been a part of the top 7.5% of their class. Seniors and graduate students must be the top 10% of their class. While it is true a majority of Phi Kappa Phi initiates are students, membership is not limited to students. Also eligible for initiation are faculty, administrators, professional staff, and alumni who achieved scholarly distinction. Today we'll be inducting some of UTSA's distinguished faculty and staff. Moreover, individuals initiated into Phi Kappa Phi remain members of the society for life. In fact, while most of the individuals that Phi Kappa Phi initiates each year are students, over 70% of the Phi Kappa Phi membership nationwide are no longer students or even professors. They are professionals in a wide variety of fields. For that reason, the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi cannot accurately be described as a student organization. On the UTSA campus, we're a community of scholars, providing opportunity for students, staff, faculty, and alumni to share common intellectual interests and pursuits. At the national level, we are a community of individuals who share our core values. Next to speak this evening is our chapter secretary, Dr. Gail Pasola, who will provide you an overview of the Society's primary symbols.
Good evening and welcome. The essence of Phi Kappa Phi is captured by several important symbols. The badge of the Society is a globe against the background of the sun, whose rays form an expansive corona and radiate in a number of symmetrical and equal concentrations from behind the globe. These signify equivalence among the various branches of learning and represent dissemination of truth as light. Encircling the globe is a band containing the Greek letters Phi Kappa Phi. This band symbolizes a fraternal bond that girds the earth and binds the lovers of wisdom in a common purpose. The seal of the Society features the badge surrounded by a crenellated line representing the battlements and walls of Troy. In the space between this line and the periphery of the seal appear 3 stars just above the badge, one for each of the 3 original chapters. The first word of our motto is philosophia. For historical reasons, the Society translates this Greek word as the love of learning. The second word of the motto is kriteto. Kriteto is a verb meaning to rule. In our motto, the word represents a strong exhortation that calls on us to let the love of learning rule. The last word of the motto is photon. This word occurs in ancient Greek poetry and drama and refers to mortals, in contrast to the immortal gods. In our motto, we translate this word as humanity. Thus, in reciting the Phi Kappa Phi motto, philosophia, kriteto, photon, we are promising to live our lives ruled by the love of learning. Finally, I would draw your attention to one very important symbol of Phi Kappa Phi's presence on the UTSA campus, our charter. This charter, granted to the university on March 6, 2012, was signed by those members of the UTSA community who had been initiated into Phi Kappa Phi at other universities and who successfully petitioned the National Society for a chapter on our campus. What is perhaps most remarkable about this document is that it is unique, created completely by hand by a master calligrapher. There is none other like it in the world. There is not even a backup copy. In recognition of its status, the Charter's secure and permanent home is in the John Peace Library. Only one event is so important that we would move the Charter from its usual location, a rite of initiation. A silent participant in today's ceremony, the Charter establishes our authority to convene as a chapter of Phi Kappa Phi. and to confer membership upon those who have accepted our invitation.
Thank you, Dr. Pizzola. All of you to be initiated to Phi Kappa Phi today will receive 3 symbols of the society: a certificate of membership, medallion, and a lapel pin. These items will serve as symbols of your commitment to academic excellence and lifelong learning. Display them with pride. For student initiates who are graduating this December, we encourage you to wear your Phi Kappa Phi medallion as part of your commencement regalia. I would also remind each of you that membership in Phi Kappa Phi is not simply for today or even just until you graduate. Because our society constitutes a community of scholars, the relationship that you are establishing with the Phi Kappa Phi today lasts a lifetime. In short, once initiated into Phi Kappa Phi, always a member of Phi Kappa. And now our Vice President of Initiations and Traditions, Dr. Charlene Jones-Chavez, will present the individuals elected for initiation.
Madam President, these individuals were elected in accordance with the conditions specified by our chapter's bylaws and have accepted the chapter's invitation to membership. I therefore present them as candidates for initiation and offer my sincerest congratulations.
Now, the Society's affirmation of membership. In response to the honor bestowed on me by my election to Phi Kappa Phi, I shall continue to uphold the motto of Phi Kappa Phi: let the love of learning rule humanity. By virtue of your superior scholarship, supported by your sound character, and in recognition of what you have achieved and who you are, it is my privilege to declare you to be members in good standing of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. May you continue to warrant this high honor, never complacent, ever seeking the realization of the Society's motto: let the love of learning rule humanity. Congratulations and good evening.